Look at that, folks. Glimmerglass Lake looking south toward the big city of Cooperstown, New York. Now, well, I better tell you where we're at here. We're at the home of Hyde Hall. Dun, dun, dun. Actually, it's in Springfield, New York. Looking at the barns up here. This is some of the actual barns. That one brown barn there is part of the actual original barn. Looking over there is Tin Top. Coming down this path here, Tin Top used to be down that way, about half a mile on Route 30, which is the original entranceway to Hyde Hall. You had to come in through this gate. A family actually lived there, and anybody coming in or out of the Hyde Hall property had to stop there in order to do it. Now, it was a carriage, obviously, they came in on. They didn't have automobiles at that point, so they came in on carriage or horse or walk or however they got here, and they had to go through Tin Top. This was transferred here in there, like early 70s, I believe 74 it was. This bridge was not here originally, and this has nothing to do with the hall. They've just moved it here to have a bridge over this chasm. But we are going to take a little stroll off to the side here, because these abutments here actually are part of the original bridge that was here at the site of Hyde Hall. They both, two on this side, there were two on the other side, of course. This is how the actual people would come in when they came across through the tin top. Across this gully here, and I'll get over there and show you that in a minute. The bridge went across this chasm. The road would come up, and then they would go across this chasm here. Like I said before, Tin Top was there. That wasn't there at the time. The road would end at this gully over here, down in there. So they would stop there, and they would come across, and as they came across, they'd be coming up, and this picnic table I don't think was here at the time. I don't believe so. They'd come up through here once they got to the other side, and this would take them directly right up to Hyde Hall. And like I said, the crunching of the leaves here, folks, is great. The actual entrance to the Hyde Hall is on the south end, over on the other side of the building. That was the entrance. This side here was a side entrance, which was added on as part of the dining room, the sitting room. But the actual entrance where the people would go in was on the other end, the southern end of Hyde Hall. So we have here Glimmerglass Lake, the very northern end of it. Glimmerglass Lake's about 8 miles from the village of Cooperstown. Glimmerglass is a name that James Fenimore Cooper gave Otsego Lake. Otsego's an Indian term, Iroquois, Mohawk. And he loved the way it looked. I mean, look at that out there. Look at that. Look at the water. It's glimmering. So Cooper, James Fenimore Cooper, the original James Fenimore Cooper, there were about 4 or 5 of them altogether. But this one, the first one, who was the author of Last of the Mohicans and the Deer Slayer, named this Glimmerglass because of the way the water just shimmered with the sun shining. It's just beautiful. Beautiful up here. Glimmerglass State Park is right down here, which was purchased in the early 60s, made into a park. And at the time they wanted to demolish the building, the home, but they were able to save it. And now it is up there as a historic site. So here we're going to go across this bridge here, folks. We're going to go across this gully, creek that actually runs into Otsego Lake. We got some dude coming here. We'll have to go by him. See, there's no water flowing here now, but there has been problems in the past of water causing problems here, flooding and etc. So right over there is the western side of the, coming off the hill here. Right on this side of that white building is where those original piers were, where the original bridge was. The original bridge was on this side of the, went from here across. That's long since gone, but again, like I say, Tin Top's been here since the early 70s, and I'll be back next in a few minutes for another post all about Tin Top.